What's up, guys? Today we're just gonna take a look at a good set of diving, and I really love diving, so this is gonna be fun. Today it's Qiu Bo at the Dubai dive meet from 2012, and yes, it's going to be a reaction of what I think. And I'm just gonna say it out there. I've seen this before, but this is the first time I've seen it in about 3 years. My reaction is maybe a little bit calm, but that's because I've seen it, and being obsessed with Chinese diving, like you may have seen in my two previous videos, I know what a good dive looks like. So let's just get straight into it. So the first dive is going to be 407C, and this is a fairly basic dive, 3.2. You really should be getting that. So let's see how it does. I always love watching Chinese diving. So honestly, it's a good dive. It's a good dive. The start is great. He grabs his tuck really low on his shins, and this allows him to pull it through at the end. But despite that, you've seen him dive. So the entry was just too much splash. But he still got a good score. I mean, 86.4. That's amazing. Like, I would never get an 86.4. One day I hope to, but let's be honest, gang, never happened. Dive 2 is 626B, meaning, and I'll translate the numbers for you. It's when you start in an arm stand and you do 3 somersaults in the pike position, 626B, and you have to try not to hit the platform with your legs. It's always very scary to watch, but Qiu Bo does it amazing, and yeah. That is sick. Every time I see this dive, like, I'm in amazement. I can do a handstand, but I can't handstand like that. I can hold a handstand, like it is what it is, but Qiu Bo does such a good job of setting in the handstand before he goes. Most divers will get into the handstand and they'll immediately start to like weeble wobble. Qiu Bo just boom, like a rock. So it is a very good dive, and as always, the entry is amazing. That is an entry that we see from Qiu Bo, and that is why he got 90th. 307. I saw this dive today. Literally, oh my god, it was. Oh my gosh, man. It's incredible. It's incredible. There's no words for 307C, and arguably I'd say he has the best mechanics for 307C in the world. And that pop and that squat he has is so straight over his legs that it's impossible for this man, like, when he does it okay, in his opinion, is like 96. Everyone else, that's like perfect. He does get 102s on this dive, but in this specific meet, I don't know why they didn't give him that. Like, from the vantage point that we're watching, it looks like nothing happened. No splash, no nothing. He may have rolled it in just a bit, but that is fine. That is 100% fine. So, like, next one would be back 3.5 pike. Sorry, I get excited every time I see this dive by Qiu Bo. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. I am still trying to get my flexibility to that point, but Qiu Bo does it effortlessly. He pops up using his legs right there, and then he pulls it over with his core. He pulls over his legs with his core, putting his legs to his face right there. And that is what makes him so lethal. That is what makes it lethal. It is a perfect dive. It is the perfect dive for him. If you can hit 207B like that, I know you are going to be a good diver, and I know you are most likely medaling. Like, it's just gets me every time. 109C, basic dive for him. Basic dive. He actually also does 109B. Perfect. Like, What's with your man? So for this dive, when you watch and he starts pop, he gets straight up over the board and he doesn't push out. Instead, he pushes up, way more up. It makes it look like he's going to hit the board, but he does not. It actually also gives him an advantage when he's going for a fast spin, and it allows him to ultimately make that dive relatively easily. The entry is just always amazing. I don't even need to talk about Qiu Bo's entry in this meet. It's perfect every single time. 99.90 on that 4.5. That is an extremely good score. And his final dive, I arguably say it is the better of the two twisters that he has done. He also does front 2.5, 3, but this is back 2.5 with 2.5 twists. Effortless, man, effortless, and that's what makes him perfect. In this meet, I argue he should have gotten 10s for a lot of these dives, where he did not. Look at that twist. Look at that twist. He comes down, catches his legs perfectly. Watch. Initiates the twist, but waits until he gets up off the board. Then he comes down, grabs his legs after 1, really tight to his face, and then lets go at 2 to finish with the lineup, where he then keeps his hands extremely straight and palms flat to the water. That is a perfect meet. That's a perfect dive. That is a perfect meet, in my opinion. And if you look at the scores, it reflects it. So it's perfect. That meet is an example of how it should be done every single time. So to sum it up, Chinese diving is on a roll, and like as you saw with Qiu Bo, they are all like that. I kid you not. If you watch Qiu Bo, Xia Yuan, Yang Jin, Chen Aisen, Wang Xinyan, Qi Si, and then like even on the girl side, you have like Wu Minx, and you have Quan Ho Chan, Chen Yuxi, and you have Chen Wuyan and Chen Yanyi. All of them are like that. I'm telling you, watch any meet, they'll maybe mess up one dive, occasionally 2, usually 0, and most of them will be on the level where it's like, holy crap, what am I doing going against these people? But hey, that's just how they are, so you can't really blame them for that. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video, guys.